All right, at Ben and Kelly Show, great way to get a hold of us on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Anna sent us a message.
Hey, Ben and Kelly, help me. I have recently fallen deeply in love again after suffering a pretty severe heartbreak in my mid-20s. My fiance left me just a few weeks after my father died.
Oh, gosh.
Took me years to unravel all the terrible trauma of grief and heartbreak. Plus, there were the million terrible blind internet dates. My ex-fiance was my real first love. So much of the relationship I saw through rose-colored glasses. Looking back, I can now see how destructive he was and how many warning signs there were for me to take a step back.
Right.
I think I thought being in love again would be easier. I'm worried that I'm harsher and more prone to feel like this is a red flag. And if this is a red flag, then let's break up right now than I ever was before. And I guess I'm asking, how does one tell if something is an actual issue or if something is a reaction to past trauma? People say trust your gut, but how can you tell if your gut is trustworthy or not?
Well, isn't your past like building on how you view your future? Like so I guess what I'm saying is yes, you can trust your gut, but maybe you're a little bit more aware of things.
She said,
could be
she
red flags.
She had rose-colored glasses, yes. And she's learned from her past experience, but now she feels like that maybe she's looking too harshly to try to find things that maybe aren't that big of a deal. I think that's what she's wondering, what it, and I guess without having specifics to go on, I think you just have to go on specific things that are coming up, like how big of a deal is this?
Right.
How big of a deal is that?
Well, that's not a great answer, is it?
No, it's not. Well, I'm wondering. So I think she needs to get specific with saying, okay, so this is one thing I've learned about him, or something that he does, or something that he did. And, then we kind of take that on a case-by-case basis to see if these are indications of some actual real problems that you'll have to face in your relationship.
So red flag things. I mean, you need to first, I think, identify what your red flags are, or what you've identified as red flags from your past relationship. Is it some sort of emotional, physical, or mental abuse? Is it is it infidelity? Obviously that would be a red flag.
She should know to recognize that pretty quickly now if she's experienced it.
But if it's not something that goes against her core morals and values and ethics, then maybe it's something that she can live with and it's not a red flag.
Yeah, like he puts the toilet paper on the roll wrong. Or he leaves his socks, around the room all the time, and she's always cleaning up his clothes. Little things like that. Is it that level stuff, or is it something more serious that is going to be an issue that you'll have to keep facing as you go about your relationship?
Yeah. I guess that's what our answer would be. I don't know if you want to weigh in on this or not, but 502-795-1997. I think identifying what your red flags are from your last relationship, and then trying to pair them with whatever this new. I mean, you said you feel like you've fallen in love again, so that's a good thing.
Yes, but I think she's worried about dissecting it too harshly because of what she went through before, and she doesn't want to go through all of that again.
Yeah.
But at the same time, trust that you have learned a few things along the way, and that you'll know to maybe recognize, the really big neon sign red flags that maybe you missed last time.
And Jacqueline texted in, and I think it was a good text. She says, I struggle with the same thing. I will journal whenever I think something is a red flag. That way I can often track how often it happens.
Oh, that's good.
If it becomes a pattern, or if it's consistent, then yes, red flag. If not, then it's something that maybe we can overlook or work through. So I like that.
100%. That's a really good basis, and maybe something that she should consider doing.
All right. Anna, well, hey, good luck. Keep us posted on that. Like I said, if you've got a story you want to weigh in, you can at 502-795-1997 as we dive into the DMs there on 99.7 DJX.